Great job.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It's time now for Top 5 Tuesday.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a top.
You ain't first, you're last.
5
That's not enough, Dad!
Tuesday.
I've been ready for this my whole life.
Top 5 Tuesday.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Follow the money.
Please participate. We want to hear from you. FTM at VSiN.com or tweet at us as well. In light of what happened with the Chargers, and the Chargers' loss was so painful, we ask you, losses that still bother you and still haunt you to this day. Number 5, 2002, Western Conference Finals, Game 6. Lakers beat the Kings. The fouls and free throw disparity in the fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant broke Mike Bibby's nose, and they called the foul on Bibby.
On Bibby.
It was it.
Oh.
The Kings dominated that series and lost. And they were going to win it. And they're going to win that. And then it was a line. It was a parade of the free throw line in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. I couldn't believe it. And also hanging out at the Palms at the time, the casino owned by the Maloofs, who owned the Kings. Yeah. And we just expecting the celebration, which never came.
Yep. That whole series is actually on my list, which we'll get to here in a little bit.
Okay.
Still to this day, unfortunate what happened, but that's the best series I've ever seen in my life in any sport.
Wow. It was crazy.
It was
the blown
unbelievable.
Leads. The Ori shot coming all the way back. They're going to be down 3-1. The Bartman game. Absolutely. I was a Cubs fan for much of my life. I watched every Cubs game on WGN, and it was over. I jinxed it. I looked to my girlfriend at the time and said, can you believe this? The Cubs are going to the World Series. And then the buffoon Bartman happened, and Alou screaming. They're 5 outs away from going to the World Series. Pryor's throwing a gem. Yep. Then all hell breaks loose, and they blow it. It's over. But, it worked out just like Buckner. I didn't have Buckner on the list because it worked out.
They eventually won.
They eventually won. But, this ruined my birthday. 2012 AFC divisional round. Joe Flacco, Peyton Manning, the high-octane, great Denver Bronco offense at home. They lose in double overtime to Flacco. Raheem Moore, why are you trying to intercept the ball? Jones gets behind him with 40 seconds, 75-yard touchdown. The Broncos and Peyton Manning blow it. And the Ravens win the Super Bowl that year. Can't believe it.
No, we
had a whole it was right after Megabucks. We had a beautiful, everything was catered. We're watching, that was the same night Kaepernick ran wild on the Packers.
Yeah.
But to start it off, Peyton Manning and the Broncos blow it. And then Patriots and Tom Brady, 2007. I loved Randy Moss. I wanted the undefeated season. I can't stand the 72 Dolphins. Shut up. Who cares? You beat 2 teams with a winning record that year. I wanted the Patriots to do it and finish, and they couldn't close. And the Tyree catch and in the grasp, they don't call it on Eli. Asante Samuel drops the interception. I wanted history. I can't believe the Patriots lost to the Giants, and it was that score too. And then, growing up in Minnesota, again, Randy Moss fan, I love this team. The 15-1 Minnesota Vikings. I get out of the elevator Saturday morning. I look over, no joke. The guy had a 1998 NFC champion Atlanta Falcons shirt on. I couldn't believe it.
You mean this weekend?
This weekend, Saturday. 1998 NFC title game. Vikings double-digit favorites. They lose at home to the Atlanta Falcons, highest scoring team in NFL history at that point. Gary Anderson hadn't missed a kick all season.
Yep.
The crowd is chanting, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. He misses the field goal. Chris Chandler takes him down the field. They score. They win in overtime.
That would have been 15-1 Vikings against 14-2 Broncos. And we've talked to, former Bronco player Alfred Williams came on a show that we were doing out here locally many years ago. He told Mike Pritchard and me that the Broncos knew they won the Super Bowl when they watched the Falcons beat the Vikings in the NFC title game.
Oh, God, that team was so good.
The
offense, it was unstoppable. Robert Smith, Chris Carter, Randy Moss, Cunningham, great offensive line.
I'm screaming in April of 1998 when Randy Moss dropped to number 21 in the draft. How old was I? 22 years old?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you guys out of your mind? Kevin Dyson went, I think, 16th overall to the Titans?
Yeah. I took a little bit with that, so I'll get to yours coming up, but I wanted to expand on this because I went too long. But also, this set up one of the best betting moments in history, which you pounded. in light of the Bartman game.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back and betting against the Cubs in Game 7.
That was one of my bigger bets in my life at the time.
They weren't winning that game. Now, the Kerry Wood home run, but Kerry Wood had nothing in that game.
Well, he hits the home run, then he comes out, like when he's warming up for the next inning.
He's so jacked up.
He's throwing it 8 feet over the catcher's head.
Yeah.
And that was, I think the Marlins were like plus 190 to win the game. It was an auto bet for me. It was something like that. It was a crazy big number.
I couldn't believe it. That whole inning. He's cruising. Mark Pryor's cruising. It's 3-0. One out, nobody on.
Oh, I loved Mark Pryor.
He was good.
Oh, I love that guy. He was absolute nails. Young, too.
I know.
Just came in and crushed the league. All right, we'll get your reaction. Losses that still haunt you, and I'll give you my top 5 as well. Want your feedback. FTM@VSiN.com is the email. FTM@VSiN.com. Also on Twitter, @VSiN Live, @Mitch Moss Radio, @Pauly Howard. That's a really good list, too. You're right, because that Broncos loss to the Ravens, we're going to get Manning and Brady
Flacco. Yep.
to go to the Super Bowl that year.
Flacco doesn't get the contract extension.
That's right. No. They were going to move on from him.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.